Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing? Welcome to our special program today. This program for me is one of the most important um, program or broadcasts that I'll be doing for me this period. It's so important to me. And to be able to do this, I had to really search around because I didn't think I'll be the best person to do justice to this. Let me pause and thank all those of you who have stayed with us because this is a very, very perilous period in the life of everybody who is a freedom fighter inside the contraption called Nigeria. This is a time when, if you're not standing with popular opinion, it is difficult to be recognized. This is a period when people just follow the bandwagon. They follow the path of easiest resistance. They run away from the tough path. But what I always say is that tough times don't last. Tough people last. And I should know this. That's why in school, they used to call me MC Hard Knot because of the several things I've been through and I survived it. I've been somebody who has come to learn that obstacles are not obstacles. They're just opportunities and they're a stepping stone. It depends on how you want to view it. The reason why I'm giving this preamble is not to waste your time, but I want you to make sure that you invite as many people as possible to hear this important thing. It is not that I cannot say what there is to say. And it is not that a lot of you that are watching me cannot say what is there to say. But there are people who have what it takes, who have the balls, who have the guts to look people in the eye and tell them the truth. You see, truth, like pure, undiluted truth, is not because they want to get your validation. It is not because they are looking for your approval. They've been through so much already that they do not need your validation. That's why they can come and tell you the truth as they see it, as they know it. You know, when somebody has lost so much, they don't have anything to lose anymore. And that is why I am very, very pleased to have in the studio today somebody that I respect so much because I have seen consistency in him. I've seen how he carried himself when it looked like there was nothing else to do. I see how he comported himself and he saw himself through those periods and he's still standing. I'm talking about Mazi Kanu, a member of IPOB, very tough brother, an activist, a freedom fighter, and somebody that you can rely on anytime, any day. And of course, we know that he's a brother to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Kanunta, my brother, you're welcome. Ndewo.
Thank you very much, Dr. Chidi. Good evening for having me.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to have you around. My brother, you see, we are living in a time when it looks like some people think that it is okay for anybody who identifies with Biafra to finally shut up and not that they think it is okay, that they've gotten us to a point where You shouldn't even be proud to say you're from the Southeast or you're from Biafra because of a series of events that has been happening lately. Like they want to splash it on your face and say, hey, look, now look, you can't talk again. And it seems to me like some people have actually caught up to that thing and they are now cowed and they're beginning to withdraw like snail into their shell. And I'm asking why. The first question I'm going to ask you, my brother, is help me understand, in your opinion and from what you see and what you know, what is the state of security in Nigeria? Now, I'm talking about the whole Nigeria. What is the state of security?
Well, thank you very much for having me, Dr. Chidi. And good evening, dear friends and fellow viewers. In the first place, from your question here is very simple. Everybody knows that Nigeria is a failed state. When you say failed state, nothing works in Nigeria. In terms of security, is zero. The only thing we get is jihadist soldiers that they send to Biafra land to cause mayhem, to create tension, to kill and maim innocent Biafrans. Arguably, in the whole of Nigeria today, Southeast is the most safest place, except for the help of military that is making it unsafe. That is one thing we have to understand. And if you look at the way things are going now, they've changed their strategy because they know they've lost it. And what they are bringing to us is nothing but war. Trying to repeat exactly what happened 54 years ago. When the war was looking direction of Vietnam, they levied war on Biafrans. That took the lives of 5 billion people. And that is what they are trying to do again. Now they are looking at the direction of Russia. They are preparing war against Biafrans. These are the things we need to understand. Nigeria is in a total mess. And the only way to repair Nigeria is through referendum. Restructuring referendum, that is the only way. If not, there is nothing that will save Nigeria. The more they try to fix their mess, the more everything is collapsing. Thank you.
He said something. He said everything is collapsing. So it looks to me like everything is collapsing all over Nigeria. So how come there is a particular, because there seems to be a particular interest in the Southeast, in Biafra land, and yet there is Boko Haram that has taken over local government, that is collecting taxes. There is train that is being bombed on Kaduna Road. Why is this focus on the Southeast? Why?
I think that is what they have been advised to do because they know that Biafra emergency is imminent. Biafra must emerge. It's only a question of time, and it doesn't matter what they do. They know internationally that they've lost the argument. We see what they are doing every day, and they think that the only thing they can do is just Nigeria. In Southeast, Biafra land. Every little thing they will call our people IPOB ESN. The question is, what has these people done? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. We are security conscious. And the people that are causing mayhem in Biafra land are Nigerian security agents. I told somebody the other day, I was talking to him, I said, the epicenter of all these crimes is their police checkpoints and their military checkpoints. That is where the kidnap starts and that is where it ends. When they kidnap you, it's only the people that are at the checkpoint are the ones that will call and say, oh, your relation has been kidnapped. You should pay ransom. The same thing they are doing in the northern part of Nigeria because it's a business. These glorified Alamajiris, It's a business for them. That's where they make their money. And that's the same thing they want to replicate in Biafra land. You ask yourself, why is it in the northern part of Nigeria they have military bases there? And if you drive along the road, you don't see any military checkpoint. And in Biafra land, we have how many? Thousands of them. What are they doing in Biafra land? The same thing applies to every other state or every other region in Nigeria. What are they doing in Biafra land? That's the question we should be asking ourselves. Until they answer that question, that is when Nigeria will move forward. All after is to come in to destroy everything we have. That is all they are doing. They are killing, they are leveling it on IPO and ESN. What a shame. What a shame. In Northern, like you rightly said, Abuja, Kaduna, they bombed it. They bombed the train and they were asking for ransom. It's still Nigerian security agents that are working with these bandits. They are the ones supplying them arms, giving them bags of money. So what else are they looking for in Biafra land? We said one thing. We want referendum. We want Biafra. That's all we're asking for, nothing else. If they want to know, if the people want to go, let there be a referendum. Let the people decide. If our people decide and say that we want to be part of Nigeria, why not? You can't stop anybody. So why do they think come through the back is the solution? They kill, they call IPOB, they kill, they call ESN. Watch out in the last 3-4 weeks, the kind of media campaign they are doing. That tells you that they're up to something. But the more they are struggling to label IPOB, whatever they want to, we have our evidences. And when we throw it out, we see them to be on the run. They are only after to kill us again, like they did 54 years ago. The Fulanis are the problem of Nigeria. People should know they are the real threat to Nigerian people. And it has nothing to do with Biafra. Thank you.
Thank you very much. You see, in the past, people denied whenever IPOB was talking about threats to the southeast and to Biafra land, which resulted in the formation of ESN. Some people argued. But later, the governors, first of all, they did it state by state. They started forming vigilante, forest guard, whatever they called it. And then finally, they formed a Bubago. And I was laughing. I was like, oh, I thought these people said that IPOB was lying. So what is this Ebubago and all these people formed for? So which means there is something that is out there in the bush that you're forming this thing for. But let me come back to what I think you know, or let me ask, what is that threat that we had in the southeast, in Biafra land, that made IPOB think about forming ESN? Can you give, because sometimes people forget, how did we get to that point? What is the threat? Who are those people who are causing that threat and who is sponsoring them? Maybe to refresh our mind to how we got to even forming ESN.
Thank you. In the first place, as honestly clear, we never had intention of forming ESN for whatever reason. But when we saw the threat from the Fulanis, the Mieti Allah, Cattle Breeders Association, Magban, these are the bandits. They are the real terrorists. They are the ones killing in our forest, raping our mothers, destroying their crops. When we complain, they can't do anything. If you could remember the past governor of Anambra State, to an extent, they came out and said, oh, we have Mieti Allah in our government. If you kill a cow, they'll pay them 500. If they kill a human being, they'll pay a human being 500,000. That was what boldened them. They think that we could kill and it's 500,000 only. And they started doing that. While Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was crying, our people refused to listen to us. They said, okay, our parents must go to farm because this is our source of living. We survive through farming. There are millions of them there in the villages. They are not government workers. They are not civil servants. They survive through what they get in the farms. That was how ESN was formed, to protect them, to give them easy access to go to the farm, to farm, and at the end of the day, to harvest their crops. That was why ESN was formed. It's not against anybody. And up to today, they still maintain that standard. We said that we don't want their cows in our bushes to be destroying our farms. That is not it. That shouldn't be a problem. That shouldn't be a problem. We are not in 18th century, or like it was in the Bible, where they said that they rear cows and cattle. They move from places to places. You know, we are not in that level at this point in time. So people should understand it. That was why this vigilante ESN was formed, to keep our forest safe. That is the only reason.
Who are the people who are, I know you said Meheti Allah, but what is the agenda? Why would they really come and keep coming? I know during COVID, there was videos of trailers of people who couldn't even speak English, and they kept coming down. And me, I always say that if you discover one trailer, that means about 10 of them escaped, because there were some of them they found they find them inside the village, following inside village road. So if you catch one in the checkpoint, that means maybe about 10 of them escaped. What is the whole idea behind all these people in trailers being, and all these people that passed through the checkpoint? I don't think they ever went back. So what is the main reason for pushing all these people down? What is the agenda?
We should know that, one, the Fulanis have a conquistador agenda. They are coming, they want to Islamize us. That is Islamization agenda. That is what they have. And it's very unfortunate that the international communities and their handlers are pretending as if nothing is happening. They come in numbers, and whenever you watch them, they move. If they are 10, every one of them will have about 2 or 3 sticks. 2 or 3 sticks. That is what they are using to pinch their tents inside the forest. Nobody's against anybody. And these people who are entering into Biafra land, they don't speak English. What they speak is French. These are people who are coming from the foothill of Futajalo. While we were busy fighting for COVID in Southeast, they allowed the borders, they were coming in thousands. And what are they doing? They will come in, they will give them gun and ask them to go to Biafra land. That is what they are doing. And when we try to stop them, you see them, they come out and start talking rubbish, as if the place they are talking about belongs to them alone. They have intimidated our people that nobody can even reason straight anymore. Not even the journalists, not even the politicians. Name them. All of them are just moving sheepishly. When the Fulanis cough, you see them, they start panicking. We said, no, we don't want them in our forest. You're afraid to live in the city. Nobody has anything against it. But we are coming from somewhere. The only place you think you settle is inside the forest. It is not normal. It is not normal. And the world needs to see it that way. It has nothing to do with anybody. It has nothing to do with the Fulanis that we hate them now. After all, there are good Fulanis. Most of them are good there. Shagari was a Fulani man. He was a good man. Loved by the whole Nigeria when he was ruling. So these ones, they are bringing to us from foothill of Futajalo to settle in Biafra land inside the forest, not even to live in the streets. I mean, it is horrible. They have nothing to do there. There is no place for them inside our forest.
Let me ask you a
Those
question.
forests belongs to our mothers, where they could go and farm. Thank you.
Sorry, my brother. Sorry I caught you there. Because somebody brought this thing up to me and he said, the way Igbo people, he was being particular about Igbo people. He said Igbo people, I was on a program over the weekend, he said Igbo people, when they go to a place, They just go there and they dominate, and then they bring their brother and they bring their family. They just dominate everywhere. I want you to be clear on this right now. Are you saying that even in Biafra land, that if somebody, let me even use a Fulani person from Futajalon, or anybody, Yoruba man, Hausa man, comes into Biafra land or Igbo land or the southeast with their cows and pays for a land and pays for a house, rents it and pays the owner, pays the landlord, and puts it inside an area and breeds it, that person will be allowed?
In the first place, a Fulani man can live anywhere he or she wants to live. That is one thing. When we are talking about breeding, something else. They never breed their cows in Southeast. Even in the 70s, early 70s, 80s, when we were small, they used to, the same system they apply now is what they are doing. Whenever they pass with their cattle, hundreds of them, go back to your farm, you don't see anything plant there again. We don't have ranches and all these things. If they said that they are coming to do their businesses to sell their cattle, they are all welcomed. What are you going to do? You load them inside the truck, come to a market and offload it and sell your cattle. That is how it is. But you cannot come, you say that you are going to walk maybe heaven knows how many kilometers to get to wherever you are. So anything you see on the way, you destroy. The videos are there in the open. People are crying, losing thousands, millions of naira because of Fulanis. Are they being compensated? The answer is no. If you make noise, they will use their knife on you or they will use their AK-47 on you. If they are coming for good, why are they moving with AK-47? Why are they moving with their machetes? That is the question we need to answer. Nobody has anything against the Fulanis. They are free to live anywhere in Igbo land, but not inside our forest. It's a very simple message.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Let me bring you close to the burning, the matter on the burner. Recently, there was a video about a couple, an army couple, that was butchered. It took me a long time. I saw the video before, but I just skimmed over it. I just saw the beginning and the end because it was so gory for me. But as the stories now continue to emerge, I had to brace myself and watch the video. And I wanted you to comment on that video because there are so many questions that are not answered in that video. And what I'm trying to figure out is who can do that thing and what is the aim of the person who will do it and post it up in the internet and why that particular time. So I don't know if you have watched the video, and I want you to comment on that video because there are so many opinions about what happened in that video. Some people say that IPOB did not condemn what happened in the video and that it shows that, but although I know that Emma Powerful issued a statement, but in your own words, I want you to comment on that video if you watched it to the end.
I did. Thank you very much. You know, in the first place, our people, Ndibo, Biafrans, we have respect for human life. We call it mother, the beauty of life. We can't take life because we know we can't give life. There is no justification whatsoever to what happened there. That is not our people. People are speaking Igbo in the background. It's normal. I can tell you today, where I'm coming from, Umuahia, Ibeko, we have houses that were born there. Yeah, and all the rest of them. They speak Ibeko more than me as an Ibeko man. Anybody can do that. But it's Nigerian military, not our people. Ask yourself one question. Every time they are accusing Biafrans left, right, and center. I was reading through Vanguard today. That was probably 7 hours ago. They were saying there's a lot of terrorism going on in Imo State. Although they were naming places, I laughed. I said, good. We got them. That was the same place. The vigilantes, ESN mounted CCTV cameras. What did they do? A Nigerian soldier climbed the pole more than how many feet to bring down the CCTV cameras? Because we've always had evidences of the atrocities that are being committed by Nigerian security agents, more especially in this particular area they're talking about. Did they say anything about it? The answer is no. The CCTV got the face of this soldier. Did Nigerian issue any statement? The answer is no. What they are doing is, when they kill people, they will display them and say this ESN. Even if they don't get back them in order to hang it. That's what they are doing. But when you sit down to investigate, you can laugh and say, yes, they're in for that. When these people were killed, their videos were published. It's in Facebook. Normally, Facebook will always censor that video. When it's made open for everybody to see. If they are not working with Facebook, you post somebody that is injured, Facebook will censor it. Why in this case, they allowed everything open? That tells you that this is a premeditated attack. Just to give IPOB ESN a partner. Because they know that ESN is doing a very good job in Biafra land. They know that too well. And that is why they are doing everything humanly possible to destroy ESN. This same thing they're talking about, they said there were couples. If you could follow the first publication from Sahara newspapers, they said that these couples were heading to Imo State for their traditional marriage. And on their way, they were beheaded. Somebody went down and said, in Imo State, I laughed. It's either they are in Imo State or they are not there. They were heading to Imo State and they were beheaded. So after here, and when you get the border, you're in Imo State already. So this event must have happened somewhere in Makodi, because these people are not even Igbos. After saying that, we were expecting them to call the communities where they're coming from. They never said that. But in our own style of working, we digged out all the whole information. These were couples from Makodi in Benue State. They killed and attacked IPOB. That brings me to something. Ask yourself then a question. Why is it Governor Autumn, Samuel Autumn, has changed all of a sudden and said that the Benue people should defend themselves, no matter whatever you have? If Nigeria is working, if Nigerian security agents are working, why would the sitting governor of Benue State issue such statement to his own people? That brings us back to the same thing we are saying, that Nigeria is a failed state. They are killing innocent people just to send the message across to the international community. The same thing BBC is doing. BBC Pidgin, I saw what they wrote, I was just laughing. Something cannot happen. The director of BBC is an Hausa man. You are somewhere in the north, we are writing the history of what happened in the state without any investigation. This is absolute madness. We can't accept it, no matter what anybody say. We have our CCTVs that caught these people, and the same people are busy destroying it. So if they want to solve the security issues, they should liaise with them to ask them, please give us these CCTV cameras. Let us trace the people who committed this crime. Because they can't do it. They don't have the brain to do it. Nigerian security agents, they don't have the brain to do it. The only thing they believe in is intimidation. They should go to ES and ask them, please give us these CCTVs. Maybe it will help in our investigation, but they don't do it because they know when it's released, it's like the same people who are claiming to be protecting the citizens are the ones killing them. That's a lot of stories everywhere. It's Nigerian soldiers who are into kidnapping. Nigerian security agents are into kidnapping. They are the ones supplying these bandits' arms. It's everywhere. Why they're not talking about it? They are only interested in Biafra land just to level war on us.
You know, you said something that is very, very, very remarkable here. Because somebody had said, look, why doesn't ESN or IPOB help in finding the culprits, people that did this thing? Although for me, I don't think it is job of IPOB and ESN to do this. If the Nigerian security forces are claiming that they are doing such a fantastic job, why would ESN or IPOB that you're not even agree with being the ones now that will go and locate the people that committed this crime? But you said something now that the CCTVs that ESN has mounted, which Nigerian security forces have tried to destroy some of them, are available, and the Nigerian forces can actually approach them and, you know, make I'm just trying to re-echo what you said. Are you saying that there are CCTVs that capture these people, or that it is possible to review these CCTVs and maybe they will find some evidence?
I said that we always have our CCTVs out there to show the people who are perpetrating these crimes. And because it's the same Nigerian security agents that are doing this dirty job, they are sent to their farm for crying out loud. You saw them, even United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres went there, was saying that it's good to pardon these people and bring them back to the society. Have you seen any country in the world that accept terrorists back into their own society? It has never happened anywhere. Why they are saying these things, they are sending the same terrorists back to Biafra land. You could see what happened in Enugu Barrack. They were jubilating with their machetes that Nigerian security, so Nigerian militaries were having their machetes going out to go and kill Biafrans. They were jubilating. You saw them with their machetes. It's everywhere in social media. Why is it that the international communities are not asking questions? Why are they not asking questions? Everything they said that they will take, do they think that we are going to accept it? The answer is no. We will not accept that. That's why we are fighting back, telling them this is what happened. The videos are there. When they go out, watch out, follow the path they go through. There will always be casualties. And when it happens, they will say that it's ESN, it's IPOB. This nonsense got to stop. Somebody need to put a stop to it. We are human beings. They are not going to play politics with our lives. It will not happen.
Thank you very much, Maz Kanuta. I have a question which a lot of people have also asked. Every time there is an issue, they will people will call. Every time there's an issue, people will call IPOB, ESN, even when the people say they are unknown gunmen. So people are now asking, is there a relationship between unknown gunmen and IPOB and ESN?
First and foremost, IPOB, ESN, they are known men. They are known. They don't live in shadows. The unknown gunmen are Nigerian security agents. There was one incident that happened a couple of weeks ago. Do you know that machineries were sent in to Anambra State from Ebonyi State? They were all transported with Ebonyi State, government house buses to Anambra State to come and destroy what they are doing in Anambra State. And which people are they blaming? They call ESN. We spotted it, we got intelligence, and we reported it to the appropriate people. Said, this is what is happening from Ebonyi State. From the office of the governor, they are moving people to come and destabilize other parts of Biafra land. Why? And why are they not saying it? Why are they keeping calm? They know all the stories. Every little thing they will say IPOB. Every little thing they will say IPOB. Because they think IPOB is down a pawn in the chessboard. They got it wrong, we're not. We know what we are doing, we know our limits, and we know our boundaries. But these insecurities we're talking about is being carried out by the state actors in Biafra land. It has nothing to do with IPOB. The informations are there a long time ago. The informations are there. Every governor in Southeast has said it. It has nothing to do with IPOB or ESN. It's being sponsored by their own opponents, politicians. They are the ones causing all these problems. through the friends they are sending from the northern part of Nigeria, who are coming to create problems. It has nothing to do with IPOB or ESN. The information is everywhere in the newspaper. They come out openly to say this has nothing to do with IPOB, and they have to see it that way, not the dirty games they are playing. Because the only thing IPOB is asking for is a referendum for self-determination. That is all, and nothing more, nothing less.
Okay, and let me also talk to our listeners, our viewers, and those who will watch this later. Like always, when I have a guest, if my guest has attended to a question because of the time that they have volunteered to be with us, we don't keep repeating that question. I see so many people saying here that in that video, the people were speaking Igbo. Our guest has already answered that question. But just for the sake of those of you who joined now, I'd like our guests to a lot of people are asking the question. Mazi Kanu, why is it such a big deal that the people in the video are speaking Igbo? And so therefore, there must be Igbo people.
I want them to understand something. While the video is going on, they can stay mute it and ask somebody to speak at the background to speak Igbo. It's very important. In Nigerian security agent, Nigerian security apparatus, there are Igbos there, there are Hausas, there are Yorubas. And so to say, there are Hausas that were born in Igbo land, that speak the language, the local language, more than most of us here. We should understand that. Speaking Igbo is not a reason. I keep asking, I keep thinking, there is a foul play there. They are playing a foul somewhere. There is a foul play somewhere. Because I asked myself a question. I posted something about Biafran genocide. That was the publication in UK Guardian newspaper. That was written by Frederick Forsyth with Kwashoko children with topless clothes. This was the picture from the headline of Guardian newspaper. I posted, I was blocked. They blocked me, restricted me, saying that it's against their community standard. So how come the behavior of these soldiers is not against this? I mean, it's no longer against the community, standard of these people. It's not against the community interest of the people. So that is the question. So they allowed it to be played just to cause problems, to create problems, to tell their own mentors the problem is being caused by IPOB. They are the ones causing the problem. You saw what happened. You saw what happened last time from this their what they call it, from their country's policy information note, where they were writing something about IPOB. They were quoting Nigerian newspapers that has never been steady, has never been stable. No information that comes from Nigerian newspaper that the international community takes serious. But that is what UK Foreign Office, they were quoting the people that wrote it, the CPIM. That's what they were quoting. This is the best. This is what they ask Nigerian government to be doing. Instead of them to fight the battle, they are busy spending money on things that doesn't make sense. And on the cases they can't even win. Argument they cannot win. They're wasting their time, spending their money. That's exactly what they did. They were writing. That's the reason why they do all these things. And what happened later? They went out and said that UK is now has designated IPOB then as a terrorist organization. This is the kind of thing they are dreaming of, nothing else. They don't want the country to move forward. They don't want people that wants to move forward to go, but they are hell-bent on destroying IPOB and ESN. They should know that Biafra has been there before the creation of Nigeria. And they should as well know that Nigeria has expired like Hong Kong did since 2014. So what they are doing is just they are trying to patch something that is not patchable. That is basically what it is. And it's a high time they need to understand it.
There's this video I saw. Maybe that's the video you're talking about, So I'm going to play it and tell us what's going on there and if it's the same thing.
Garu.
I think this is the video you're talking about.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And
do they look like professionals? Do they look like professionals? That tells you that these are jihadists. They recruited into Nigerian military and sent to Southeast to be causing mayhem. It's a simple message. So why don't I talk about it?
It looks to me like it is the only that first truck that contains trained Nigerian army men. The rest of the buses is just people with knives.
These are jihadists. These are jihadists. They're brought into Southeast, brought into Biafra land. And some people are there yapping nonsense, accusing IPOB and ESN of all these crimes going on in Biafra land. Why are they not seeing all these things? They say that the state, they are the chief security officers of the state. Why are they not seeing it? After this, they'll bring one idiot, one Igbo fool to come out and be yapping rubbish about our people. This is evidences. Why are the international communities not seeing all these things? Is it not enough to indict Nigerian security agents for crimes against humanity? These are the people disfiguring individuals, giving them, inflicting life-threatening injuries on them. When they die, they said it's ESN because they think that they have bandits that surrounded that surrounded Nigerian government. That is why they do all this nonsense. We have the evidences is there. Let them go and argue. Let's see how they can defeat us. They are to be letting because they are letting them out of the cages to go and kill. That is all they are doing. And somebody's telling me that Nigeria is working. If Nigeria is working, if the security agents are working, why did Governor Samuel Otom came out openly to declare that his own people should defend themselves? Why did he say that? This is something we have to understand. It's a very simple message. And they cannot intimidate us into accepting what we are not into. It will not happen. Not today, not tomorrow, and not in the next generation to come.
You know, this is particularly the reason why I wanted you to come on this program. Because it seems like somebody, this is what it's looking like to me. It looks like somebody is on a mission to bring people who identify with Biafra to a point where you are intimidated and you can no longer talk, or you accept for yourself what you are not. Because me, I have said it, and let me make it clear on this program. I do not condone any kind of evil, and that video, as far as I'm concerned, was barbaric. But you see the Igbo man that I am, you see the Biafran that I am, you see all the experiences that I had growing up, none of them identifies with what we saw in that video. And I'm not saying that they are not evil men, but just to let you know that anybody who engages in evil is evil and should be treated that way separately. Now, Mazi Kanu Takano, what I want to because the title of what we're saying here is we're putting the world on notice about the plans that some people have in the southeast and in Biafra land. You know, say that small. Small. These things are happening. People have now been distracted. I said it before. We had thousands of people. We showed video of thousands of people crossing the Nigeria border. Remember, at a time they said once you come into Nigeria, they will give you a passport. People didn't say anything. We showed people coming in. Nigeria's border was open. We saw those people from the Sahel, from Chad, from Niger. Nobody said anything. We saw trailers loaded with people coming in. Nobody said anything. We saw all of these things. Nobody said anything. Now, as a counter, what is the real, not all these ones we are seeing, what is the real plan that we are, what is the plan of these people for the southeast, for Biafra land, which is what we want people to open their eyes and see, not all these things that are happening every day. What is the real plan?
The real plan is to start jihad in Biafra land. There are things our people do not know. It's very simple. Why is it all these people they are moving, their destination is Biafra land? For example, in Imo State, there is a place called Eboma. They have well over 3,000 foreigners there. From Chad, from Niger, from Futajalo. They are in Imo State. They are being guided by Nigerian military. They are being guided by Nigerian military. The question is, what are they doing inside our forest? That is their training ground. They are distributing them everywhere in Biafra land. Why this thing is happening, now they came up with a new strategy and said, we are sending military to Southeast. Well, do you know what they're going to do? They are going to trigger the war as they have planned. And that is why they are using these media houses in Nigeria to be writing jokes. Every tweet they're accusing Biafrans, they're accusing IPOB, they're accusing ESN, because they want to start the battle while the whole world is focusing direction Russia. That is what they are doing. We know. They are pushing hard. There is nothing happening in Southeast. Southeast is the most peaceful place. Why are they not sending these soldiers to Katsina State, where they have taken over local governments, communities? Why are they not sending them to Benue State? Why are they not sending them to Kaduna State? Why are they not sending them to even Ondo State, Oyo State? Why are they not sending them? They all focused where? Down in Biafra land. Because the same thing everybody's thinking about. The same thing. Crude oil. Oil. That's what everybody's thinking. They said, take as much as you want, as long as you don't speak. Let's do what we want to do. But one thing is certain. That is what it is.
For the benefit of people who do not understand Igbo, please help us translate that last thing you said. I know it came from your heart.
I said that when people run to war, they never knew that war is death. It brings death. It's a wind that blows nobody good. That is what they are planning. Because they think Biafra land is very important to them. Because they are talking about what's important. We want everybody to live in peace. And we want referendum. That is why they feel that Biafrans are threatening Nigeria, threatening the territorial integrity of Nigeria. But one thing is obvious. It is not the right of, it is not. It's not within the hands of Buhari or Nigerian government, nor even British government to decide the territorial integrity of Biafrans, Nigeria. This lies solely in the hands of Biafrans to determine. This is very clear. This is one thing they need to understand. It's Biafrans that will decide the territorial integrity of Nigeria, not the Hausa. I mean, not the Fulani, not Buhari government, and not even the British government or the British High Commission in Nigeria. It's very clear, and we have to understand that.
I want to share a video with you because I think our people it's so funny. At the time, we were all alarmed. We were trying to hold Buhari accountable. Everybody was screaming. Even recently, we saw people enter Nigerian Defense Academy, and they did all their operations against the Nigerian army. And that just passed. I know very well that terrorists have killed Nigerian army men and women and cut off their head. I've seen videos because people send us videos. I didn't see anybody publish that video and say they are going to go after those people. Even in some cases, like in Kaduna, El-Rufai said he knew where these people were, but that they are afraid of going there because if they go there, the international community will accuse them of something. But it seems to me that people are boldly planning, showing body language as if they are now going to march into Southeast and use this as an excuse to go and start killing people. And that is why I think that the whole international community should know clearly that this is what we are saying. No, nobody is enjoying the killing of anybody, including the 4 people that were killed, wherever they were killed, because all that investigation is still ongoing. You have heard it now from somebody who is a strong member of IPOB, somebody who should know, who is close to, if it is me that said it, you say, Chidi, what do you know? Somebody that knows it has come here to condemn it and say, this is not who we are. IPOB condemned it in their statement and said, this is not who we are. Me, I have said this is not who we are. So that is clear. But that you will use this as an excuse to come and do other things when you did not use excuse of attack of NDA, attack of so many things. Okay,
and like you said, there's something I want to tell you something.
Go ahead.
You see that the tactics, they came up and said that they want to go and do house-to-house searching. It's just for them to go and kill people. I want to ask the international community, even where they're coming from, UK, that is our godfather of Nigerians. Can police come into your house without having a warrant of arrest or search to come into your property? The answer is no. So how come that Nigeria said that the Fulani people said that they are going to send their soldiers to Southeast to go from house to house to search, and everybody's keeping quiet? I'm asking the same thing to the American government. Can such a thing happen? Could it happen anywhere in America? The answer is no. So you people should not pretend as if you've not heard what is going on. You people should stand up and speak. When you are silent, that means you are part of what they are doing. Silence implies consent. They should know that. They should come out openly to condemn all these things. It is not allowed anywhere, and it will never be tolerated anywhere as well.
Let me also play this video. And I know when this video came out, everybody confirmed it. It was in Nigeria that this video was recorded. But it's just to make people realize, because I think we get carried away and we just think that things disappear. A snake ran into your house with 3 more snakes, like a big snake ran into your house, and then 3 more, they ran into your house. You look for the snake, you know how snake, they hid. And you are sleeping in the house, and all of a sudden you're watching TV, And somebody came into your house and asked you, what about the snake? Say, nah, I don't see the snake. Oh. But it is still inside your house. But they are showing Nollywood movie, and you're now watching Nollywood movie. That's what seems to be happening in the Southeast and in Biafra land. Because I keep repeating that we saw videos of people that came in. These people, we didn't see videos of the trailers taking. Remember when we saw videos in Dangote trailer? Trailers upon trailers. Where are those people now? They are still around.
They're inside the forest. These are the ones killing. These are the ones kidnapping at the checkpoints. They will kill, they will rape. The videos are there. They're not talking about it. They're only interested in Southeast. Why? Because we have funny governors who are not reasoning. Now their time in the office is coming to an end. 8 years has passed so fast. Now what did they come with? They are now positioning them with presidential. They want to be a presidential candidate. That is what they are doing to deceive them. Why these people are eating us? They are eating us. They are penetrating us every day. Because some people think that from governorship you want to be a president. When you've not gone back to even check your own records as at the time you were a governor and to know if you are qualified to be a president. That is what they're talking about. They are talking about those things, and when people are being killed, they don't care because they are thinking about their political career. Those people they are killing, these are the same people that are going to vote you in. If they kill all of them, will you be alone in that land? Can you vote yourself in that office? The answer is no. When we talk about it, they will say that IPOB is arrogant because we say it the way it is. That is the problem they are having. None of them can speak because they have stolen enough. They emptied the treasure of the state. They are all scared.
If
they move, they stop them.
You see what you said that is very, very profound is the fact that just like when the snake came into your house, you are busy watching TV. Now it looks like they don't go, and that's why people misunderstand me when I say I'm not really very interested in this Igbo presidency because it's like a carrot. They put the carrots in the faces of our leaders, our elders, and that's what they are busying themselves in. Come on now, your house is burning, you're busy chasing rats. Like, okay, I'm going to play this video and maybe it can juggle some people's minds so that they understand that snake that is in your house. The snake has not left.
Where are we? What are we looking for? Where are we now? Please let us rise up. Look at what these Fulanis are importing. Their goods is just been delivered to them now to show us that they are ready for war in this country. Wow, wow, wow. I just opened my mouth and I cannot close it. Look at what these Fulanis are doing. Look at the arms and ammunition they are loading now. Look at what God. I cannot believe it. South, east, southwest. Please let us rise up. These people are prepared for war. They've already prepared for the war. Eh? I cannot believe this.
This one is a smaller version, just a tiny clip. There are more dangerous videos. Remember that video of up to 1,000 people on Okada chasing a plane that wanted to take off? I mean, these things are happening all over the place. But everybody just seems to, I don't know, and you know, another thing is, you know how many thousands of people, even as you are listening to us in this program right now, you know they have called you or they have called your friend to pay ransom for kidnappings that have been happening on our road. And you know that those people came back and they've asked them, these people that kidnapped you, what language were they speaking? Haven't they told you that these people were speaking this kind of language? These people were speaking. These are things that we know, and we allow ourselves to be distracted. we just allow ourselves to be distracted, and we are now arguing who is speaking Igbo, who was not speaking Igbo. They are speaking Igbo, they didn't speak Igbo. And some people who are lily-livered, people who don't have liver. I know, as a counter, you see what pisses me off, and even some of my friends are doing it. That just, I am not trying to make little of this video where that couple was butchered. But it seemed to me like because of one or two incidents, which are even little compared to all the killings. Someone was saying butchering. I said butchering in Babinimbo or somewhere in Enugu State. Women's stomach were cut open and the children brought out and killed. They cut heads and they were holding the heads like, didn't we see it? Why is it all of a sudden that because of this, you people that are lily-livered, you suddenly abandoned your people? It is now a popular thing for you to now turn around and say that your people are the most devilish kind of people. Now,
I can count many places. And also one, they were killing them into secret. They were killing them in tents. Security agents refused to go there to help them. You saw a video of Nigerian soldiers that went in all. They were shooting with their M16, spreading their bullets everywhere. They don't care. And you are telling me that they are professionals. These governors, these Igbo leaders, they are saying all these things, but they can't speak. Because they hook them with this stupid idea of Igbo presidency. With this, they wish you to tie you. So even if your people are dying, you said you don't see anything, all you are chasing is Igbo presidency. One simple question. Who are these people that is going to contest? Who are out that wants to be Igbo president? Look at all of them from A to Z. Go back to their records from A to Z. Who are spanning? Is any of them qualified? Would any of them be qualified to be a president? If it's in a country where things work the way it's supposed to work, the answer is no. None of them is qualified to be a president of a country because they are corrupt to the core. Their hands are full with blood. Tell me one person. Tell me just one person. I will analyze the person for you. That tells you how bad it is. They are using Igbo presidency to dribble them. Why do people have an opportunity to produce the president in 2018 before they sent Operation Python dance to my house? I was privileged to be in Enugu State on 30th of August 2017 when the meeting was held. What did Nnamdi Kanu ask for? What did the leader of the indigenous people ask for? Very simple. They were lies our road. Make Onitsha seaport, international seaport. Allow it to operate as an international airport. Allow an air wharf to function properly. River State Wharf. This was the things he said. These same people who are now accusing themselves, Dave Umahi was there. He said, okay, we'll go. We'll bring this information to the office. We'll send it to the president. What happened? After 14 days, they sent Operation Python dance in our family home that killed well over 28 people. In that effect, I lost my parents and my cousin, including our dog Jack. Not so many other people who died on the way. They killed a lot of people on the way. They took them and dumped them in Boro Pit. And they don't talk about it. Because you think you have a Fulani friend. He will tell you if you want to contest for president, you must have to condemn ESN, IPOB. And they are stupidly doing that, thinking that they are doing themselves favor. You are digging your grave. You are doing what? Digging your grave. What they are trying to do to us is exactly what they did in Rwanda. The Hutus, how they fought. They will be inside. They will execute all of us. They don't say anything. If they kill 5 million Biafrans 54 years ago, Britain did not say anything. America did not say anything. That tells you even if they kill 50 million this time, nobody will speak. Are we going to allow that to happen? That is the question you need to ask yourself. Are you going to allow that to happen? If you said yes, then be it so. But the fact remains, all we are asking for is for referendum. Gun and bullet cannot solve the problem. The only thing that will solve the problem is ballot boxes. It's very simple. And they must have to understand this.
The federal government of Nigeria, in their wisdom, is holding Nnamdi Kanu. And I keep wondering, is it not obvious that holding Nnamdi Kanu is not helping matters? What would be your advice to the federal government of Nigeria concerning their continued imprisonment or incarceration of Nnamdi Kanu?
Thank you. Now, Nigerian government is not on this alone. There are people advising them. If you could recall, in the last months, they went and took his blood, drew his blood 21 times. Nothing happened. Up till now, he has not changed his clothes. Nothing happened. And these are people that claiming that Nnamdi Kanu committed a crime. When Boko Haram that killed millions of Nigerians, thousands of them, they will go to court, they will put them in a hotel. That's where they stay when they come to court. They pamper them. They put Nnamdi there and say that he did this, he did that. Court is court function. In the first place, if Nigeria is reasonable, and those behind them, if they are at all reasonable, is Nnamdi Kanu supposed to be in detention today? Nigeria committed an international crime. Extraordinary rendition. That is far worse than what the terrorism they are accusing Nnamdi Kanu of. And some people are there playing politics. What their parents did to us is what their children are still doing to their own parents and us again. Why can't they get up and ask questions? You come to Nigeria, you see them, they loot. After looting that money, they will take it to Europe. Or they will go to Europe and collect loan. When they sign that loan, they leave it in their bank. They will come back and their children will pay. When they die, the same people will take over the money and tell us that we are owing them in Africa. Is it not stupidity? That is basically what it is. They committed all these crimes and they want to benefit from their own crime. Every day they are joining cases. Every day they are joining cases. Why do you adjourn cases? If you think you have a case against Nnamdi Kanu, present it before the court. The world is listening. All of a sudden you come up and said, no, you don't want it to be an open trial anymore. You don't want to have press inside the hall. What are you hiding? You are hiding something because you know very well that you have no case against Nnamdi Kanu. We've talked about this so much. He is the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. When he make one sentence, there will be quietness in the whole of Biafra land. It's as simple as that. And nobody can do that except him. If they are reasonable enough, they should do that. We are not supposed to be talking about it now. They should do that. And because of the selfishness of our people, they cannot come out to talk. That is why they are dribbling them with presidency and no presidency. Let me advise people one thing today. Ignore their stupid presidency. Come back and tell them you want Biafra. They will bring that presidency in your bedroom and say, please stay. It's a very simple thing. But as long as you deny whom you are, so will they deny you. It's a very simple message. We are Biafrans. And we remain Biafrans. Those 2, 3, 4 individuals that are into politics and think that they can control the mindset of over 70 million people. You guys are joking. If you want to be a president of Nigeria, you have to embrace Biafra. You have to embrace IPOB. That is the only chance you have. If not, it will be like a movie now. They will tell you you don't have the mandate. That is what they are planning. So may God help you people.
I want to ask you a very quick question. And people will say, Chidi, you're biased, but I am who I am. You just say something that I have also told people. I've also told people that whoever is interested, because I believe in fighting this war in different battles. I believe that a war, not that I believe, but that's the truth. A war is made of different battles. Some of the battles are identified by the dates. They say the Battle of 25th August, 1962. Some of them are identified by the venue. The battle at Armageddon, the battle at Nkpo sector, the battle at Asaba sector. Some of them are identified by so many other names, but you fight different battles. Some you win, some you lose. In a war, then finally somebody wins the war or they lose the war. Right now, I know that the battle that is being presented now is the political battle, whether you like it or not. And a lot of people are showing interest, like you said. But you said something very important. And this is what I said too, without even hearing you say it, that anybody who will attempt to win this political battle and they do not identify with IPOB or Nnamdi Kanu, that person should forget about it. And the question that me too am following to ask is, all of these people who want to be Igbo president, where were they? All this fight, all this agitation, heavy agitation for the independence of Biafrans and Igbo people, where were they? Who were the ones that killed Biafrans and threw them inside the Ezu River? I don't think our people remember. How do we forget so soon? Were they? Maybe those people are Biafrans. Who were the people in power when IPOB was holding crusade? They were clapping. I saw that thing live. They went and shot people. Those people died. Who were the people in power when people were shot in front of Niger Bridge? Who were the people when people were shot in Nkpo and so many other places? Who were in power when people were shot in Enugu? And now they want to come and ask for presidency. And that's why I say that I would rather stand behind the person who was in court and was nearly stabbed attending Nnamdi Kanu's trial. And I'm just going to stop there because people know that I support Omoyele Sowore, but that is a story for another day because I know his interest in Biafra. And even now, show me somebody. It will be good though if an Igbo man becomes president. I don't have any problem against that. But if when we were all struggling, fighting, you sat down in your house watching TV, not just that you sat down, but you even spoke against us, why would you now come and be asking for us to present you or to believe that you have any good thing for Biafra people?
I want to tell you something here. As long as I'm concerned today, the people who are clamoring to be the president, none of them is qualified unless if there are ones that are hiding somewhere, they don't want to come out here. I heard Wike talking. Wike killed our people. They lifted them through SARS. Over 496 of them are still in Kaduna prisons. Not the ones in Zaria training center. Not the ones in Abeto. And he's coming out to tell us that he wants to contest for the president of Nigeria. Whom are you going to rule? How many people did you kill in Obibo? How much did you destroy in Obibo? These are questions that need to be asked. We've not forgotten the Obibo massacre. You are a Biafran, nobody's going to take that away from you for sure. I won't either. But you have to face the book. None of them is qualified. You can kill your people at the back. You come out in the front and say that you want to speak for them. Who am I going to speak for? If you want to speak for me, speak from the front. I'm not at the back. You kill me at the back, or you kill me at the back, you come out in the front and be playing game. No. That's something you're doing at the back, you have to do it at the front. Let everybody see what your hands are playing. That is the only way to know a true leader.
Exactly.
If you're a leader, you don't follow. And they can't come up and be killing us at the same time. They are pretending to be our friends. It's very sad. Very, very sad indeed.
Master Kanunta, I don't like to take for granted anytime you give me your time and you come to my program. And I want to appreciate you for coming again. You see, after talking with you, I feel a little bit energized because I was beginning to feel low. I say, where are my people? Where are our people? I need people to speak up. I don't need people to think that, oh, they've gotten them, they are hiding. No, we're not hiding. We are still who we are. And I tell people that Biafra is the focus, that is the end game. If you see me standing behind anybody for this presidential election, I will stand behind somebody who, if they even attempt, I don't even believe in this election. I don't even think it will hold. But peradventure it holds and somebody wins, and it is somebody who is willing to allow me to seek for Biafra. And like you have said, the solution is a ballot box. You must be able to allow me to conduct a referendum. It is not difficult. I live in Canada, where the country, the region of Quebec, has been asking for their independence. They conducted a referendum about 4 years ago. They just lost by a little margin. If they had won in that vote, they would be a different country. Ireland right now, I did not have an election. We're not part of, is it Great Britain or UK? I always mix it up, you know?
United Kingdom.
Exactly. So, my brother, I thank you for putting back this confidence in me and to so many people that watch you. You know, the greatest part of faith is that listening to you reminds me of Ohamadike Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and that is an emotional piece for me. So I really want to thank you for holding strong and giving all of us that hope. And I know that one day we'll all be fine. So please, I want you to talk to our people as we close this show and encourage them and make them know that there is no need for anybody to be downcast.
Thank you very much. Fellow Biafrans, I have to thank you people so much for your time and for the things you people are doing. I will say again, we will not entertain any sort of killing in Biafra land. Be it a foreigner, be it a Biafran. The answer is no. We will not accept such. And the fact remains, I will say it again, Nigerian security agents are the problem causing the insecurity in Biafra land. Why are they doing all these things? It's just to discredit IPOB, because they know that IPOB has a genuine argument. That is why they are doing all this. That's why the killings have intensified for the past 3-4 weeks ago. Check the newspapers every day, they are writing junk because they're being paid. Somebody is in Katsina State reporting what happened in the Shama Farukuma Ibeko. Is it not madness? These are the kind of things they do. And we should not allow that to happen. We should all be focused, remain strong. We challenge them wherever we see them in media. We bring our evidences to debunk it. That is how we operate. And we'll continue, and we're not going to stop. And as we move, we should pray for Nnamdi Kanu, our leader. And it's it now more than ever. And I know for sure at the end, Biafra will emerge. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, Mazi. I'm going to let you go now. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, our viewers, I am really, really encouraged. I don't know about you, but hearing Mazi Kanunta kind of talk, and you see the confidence with which he made his presentation, that is what I expect from anybody who identifies as a Biafran. You see me, I don't usually bother myself about what you think or what you don't think. I know myself. I know myself. I know where I'm coming from. I know who I am. And I know that I'm a brave, fearless person. The highest thing that can happen to anybody, any human being, is death. That's all. And if you've come to a point where you live your life knowing that you can go any day, then there's nothing else you can fear. And that is kind of boldness I want to see exhibited with anybody that identifies with Biafra. Things will happen. Somebody asked me, Chidi, but you're an Igbo man. Somebody committed Igbo, somebody spoke Igbo in a video. I asked that person, does it mean that as I live here in Canada and North America or Britain or anywhere, that anybody that is a black person that steals is my brother, even though they're my brother, does it mean I am with them in that crime? No. So let us not get carried away in this day and time of social media. Be able to take something, analyze it, condemn what there is to be condemned, but don't get distracted. That is a huge distraction. Don't get distracted. Remain resolute. I've said it 1,000 times. Biafra is the ultimate destination. And any vehicle that will bring it to pass, you will find me in that vehicle. I'm telling you the truth. And so I want to thank you for joining the program. I really want to thank you guys, and I want you to continue supporting the struggle for Biafra, for the emancipation of Biafra people, because believe it or not, it is something that will come to pass someday. For the election battle, I've not hidden it, that Omoyele Sowore is the person that I really support. And you ask me why. It's exactly because of all the things that were listed. We are not joking. We don't forget. It is because, like as Kanu said, all the people that were presented right now, I want to open their books. And I have the record here. I have the record. All of them. I want to ask them a simple question. From the time of this struggle, where were you? And I've put all of them on the scale. And I've seen that they are not even close to the Biafra struggle as much as I saw Omoyele Sowore. I'm not talking about before. Even recently, how many of these people showed up in court? I know, I'm talking because I know Sowore. I know when Omoyele Sowore met with Nnamdi Kanu. I know that consistency. I know when Nnamdi Kanu was locked up, I saw all the things he did. I saw Nnamdi Kanu in court. I saw him coming that they nearly stabbed him, and so many other things. I saw what he did with Sunday Igboho. And we are still freedom fighters. Nothing has changed. And so, but I'm going to stop it from here. And thank you guys. And let's do this another day. And please, if you have not subscribed, make sure that you subscribe. And make sure that other people see this video, and I will share it and make a comment. My name is Dr. Chidi, and on behalf of Dr. Erica and every member of our crew, I want to thank you for joining us in this broadcast, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye-bye.